Hi, welcome back again. Today, I want to tell you and chat with you about how you can build amazing work relationships in your workplace. Now, see, having amazing working relationships in any field of work can sometimes be challenging and sometimes be very easy. And for majority of people that I interact with, it is usually a bit more challenging than it being naturally easy. Now, why is this usually? One of the main reasons is that we get to choose where we work. We get to choose the job and we apply for it and then we get selected. But majority of times we cannot get to choose the people we work with. The only option we have is to adapt ourselves in the place that we have been employed and get to know what each person's dynamic is and how you can build a beautiful working relationship with them and go ahead and work as a team. Now, if you are a leader, if you are a people manager, then you get to choose the people you can employ. But again, at the same time, there is a 50-50 chance that it may be a great hour, it can be an absolute disaster. So we can only do this much to get everybody together to do the same cause. Now, once we are in, if that job is really meaningful and you want to survive and also enjoy it and be absolutely successful at what you're doing, then the only way out is building beautiful relationships at your workplace. Now, how can you do this? First, when you enter a workplace, for the first 3 months, please be silent. What I mean to say is, yes, speak about the work you're doing, ask questions, interact with the team, learn, get to know. But do not speak about what is not needed. Make sure you don't waste anybody's time. Make sure you don't waste your time. And the only branding you're creating is that you're an amazing worker, you're eager to learn, you're very fast paced, you are a quick learner. This will help in creating trust with your colleagues. So once this trust starts building in, then you are in the right track. The second thing is, if a team is already set and you're joining this team as an additional recruit, then it is very important to settle in and gain good trust, like I mentioned in the first point. So always, and here I'll dive a little deeper. Always understand you are coming in as an outsider. There was somebody who was working before you and you're replacing them, or there's something new created for you and you are joining. So you do not know the dynamics, so be quiet and be appreciative of everything. Please do not use any negative language. Do not deprecate anybody, not even your previous organization or your employer. Nothing. No, that's a big no. Just make sure that you go with full kindness, appreciation, and full on hard work, showing that you're there to help them. The moment they know you're there to help them and you're eager to learn, they will start forming bonds and they will start building trust with you. Now, first, we discussed about focusing on being quiet. Second, we discussed building trust. Now, the third thing, they all are people who are working with you. Everybody has things in their personal life and in their professional life, and we don't know what all challenges they're going. So for you to be a kind human and bonding with them as a human will help a lot. Be kind to them, understand them, give them space and time to express how they are, and be very accepting. And this will actually open a window for them to also be the same to you. And there may be a few people you may disagree with, but just still be kind and appreciative to them. And this will let them be more open towards you, be more accepting of you. So the third point which I'm trying to make is that be very, very accepting, be very, very appreciative, and create human connections. And be absolutely like a person that they can reach out to. Now, don't be over friendly. You want to maintain your credibility, but within WorkSphere, if there is something, they'll be like, okay, maybe the new person can do this. Let's see if we can run it by him or by her. So make that sphere and branding that you're human, and they can come to you and they can approach you, and it's very easy for them to create that human bonding. And the fourth thing is the timing. So if you promise a time of arrival at the office or workforce, be there even ahead of time. If you promise a timing for deadline, submit it even before that. Now, this will create instant trust, and they'll be immensely happy because you are entering into their team to help them. They were lacking some resources, and that's why you were hired. So, if you're quick enough to do all of these things, then you have already fulfilled what they were looking for, and that will give them immense peace of mind. And that's like the best bonding you can have. It is trust, it is also reliability, credibility, and you are creating a beautiful brand for yourself in that workplace. Now, the fifth thing is always and always be cheerful. People may sympathize with your troubles or anything that's happening, but over a long period of time, they would not trust you with something that's really big, like something that is and requires a lot of energy, requires a lot of credibility, and requires a lot of enthusiasm. So always portray a very positive picture, always portray a very cheerful attitude, enthusiasm, and a person who would just get going with anything, which is being requested by the team. So have a very cheerful, positive outlook because that helps everybody. Because everybody is going through something, and if one person of the team has a cheerful outlook and has a beautiful stance for themselves, then this inspires everybody else, and this also lets your manager know that this person can handle a lot of things. This person has a lot of capacity. So make sure these feelings and these capacities are as genuine as possible, because when things do happen and when you're assigned with something tough, if you're able to handle it, that will be cherry on the cake. So with this, I give you all the tips of how you can be an amazing person at your workplace and how to build instant bonds with your teammates. Now, since you stuck around so much, I would like to give you a bonus point. The bonus point is communication. Teammates and managers, they love communication. In fact, over communication is a lot better. Communicate everything that you're doing. What I mean by everything is not all these small little details which may waste somebody's time, but if there's a project you're handling and that has given some results which can help other teammates or your manager, let them know. Voicing out what you're doing is very important, because see, everybody is busy in their own world at doing their own things in your job, in your workplace. So if you don't communicate, they're not going to get to know. And you communicating also builds a level of visibility, and also them accepting that yes, this person is doing what the person was hired for and we can rely on this person. So communicate and showcase what you're doing in a very humble and nice and accepting way, and give credit to anybody and everybody who helped. Even if the team was so busy that you had to do it on your own, still give credit, because there are different ways which are invisible that you may be supported behind the scenes. So give a lot of thanks and credit, and voice out and communicate everything important that you're doing. So I hope all of these were helpful. And if you are facing any other challenges or anything else that you would like me to talk about, please let me know, and I would be happy to make a video. So please subscribe and share with anybody who might benefit from this. And I wish you the very best. Take care.